I'm Nelson Buck. I'm pretty sure I am. Anyways, I looked at the label on my underwear and it says Nelson Buck, so I guess that's who I am today. And I apologize for my look. I literally just woke up 10 minutes ago, and my wife went, "Don't you have a video thingy to do?" And I went, "Oh yeah, I got to do that." So I jumped out of bed, got everything started, and off here we are today. So this is the Mardox Daily Live Chat for November 16th, 2016. And we're live here with Carrie Foster and Michael Costro. And what are we talking about today, guys? Because I do have a topic, but I can wait till later if you guys have anything you want to bring up.
No, I got nothing really in particular, except that maybe you should clean up some stuff on your site.
Oh, what's up?
Speedy Hits.
Speedy Hits is gone, or what?
Yeah.
That's Ernie's site.
Ernie, haven't seen you in a while.
Okay, so let's talk to Ernie. Ernie, buddy, what's up with Speedy Hits?
Hey, we ran into a situation. I think I had sent you a note on that. The owner of it lost his PayPal account, lost his hosting account.
Come on. We've heard this scam before. You think we're gonna fall for it?
Yeah, and he lost the whole kit and caboodle.
Okay,
So
did you talk to him and tell him that we can do the hosting for him?
yeah, yeah. I think he's getting out of this part of the business altogether.
Oh, well, then tell him you want the site.
Yeah, but I lost the whole thing. So that wasn't me. That was him. And,
but tell him that you want to take over the site if possible. A lot of times those owners will just hand over everything to you. You got to already set up site. I can help you through it.
Yeah, he shut it all down. He can't even get at it now. I don't think so. But with me, with all the stuff I've had going on lately, that was like the furthest thing from my mind.
And, am I right to assume a happy birthday?
Yeah. Hey, thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
happy birthday.
Yeah. Closing in.
I don't remember any of my daughter's birthdays. I don't remember my wife's birthday. I can barely remember when we got our dog, but I can remember Ernie's birthday.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm not so sure my wife did this morning. She goes, "Oh yeah, that's your birthday, isn't it?"
Oh, that's what my wife does. That's what my wife does. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah.
Isn't it supposed to be the wives that remember the husband's birthday? The wives remember all those dates and everything. I mean, maybe that's a sexist statement. Quite frankly, in our family, it works the other way. If I remember something, I write everything down. She's like, "Oh yeah, okay." I got a card out to your dad. I'll tell her it's his birthday or something. Oh yeah, that's right. It's his birthday.
Yeah, that's it. It's really funny when it comes to my anniversary. I've been married for 17 years to probably the best woman in the world. And Carrie's second because she's my adopted sister.
Aww.
And also I've been married to Tina for 17 years, and I'm the only one that remembers the anniversary only for one reason. If you say Halloween, in my head I go Halloween minus one day more important.
So your anniversary's on the 30th of October?
Yeah, so Halloween minus one day.
Wow.
And it was Halloween Eve.
Or the 29th?
No, 30th.
Well, I think that my wife would have probably liked that date. She probably thinks that she's married to a horror show anyway. So.
How about you, Michael? Let's talk about marriages. How long have you been married, sir?
1972, I've been with the same woman.
40 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Congratulations.
That's great. Yeah, I thought I was doing pretty good at 36.
Yeah, but is it a marriage or is it a habit at that time?
No, it's a marriage.
It's a marriage. Okay, good. And a lot of people look at you like laugh, and it's a serious question. If it's a habit, if you understand what I'm saying, you become roommates at some point. You're just living together. But if it's truly
we don't even have to talk to each other anymore. It's just think about it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I want beer.
Well,
I can imagine you're sitting in your recliner going, I want a beer, and you can hear from the other room, get it yourself.
Well, Michael, I think my wife's hoping we'll get to that point where we don't have to talk to each other anymore.
We've got.
By the way, it's very nice to meet you.
I don't think he was saying you don't talk to each other. I think he's saying that they know what they're doing.
We are blessed today with the day manager behind me on his chair going to sleep, and the night manager, Tigger, with us this morning. Tigger's just heading off to a quiet place in the back corner here. He's probably going to bury himself away for a few hours to sleep because he's been up all night waking everybody up. For the first time since he's been here, the cat's only here temporarily because my daughters are in the house until we get the new rent settled and everything. But the cat is here with us, and he's just now, about a week later, starting to get the idea that, hey, I can do what I want here. This is my place, including how he takes care of the dog. Give me 1 second, people. Yeah, Tigger, get out of here. Go on. Okay. Don't you turn the power off on me.
It's so funny how cats are bosses of the dogs.
I was working last night. I'm working away, and all of a sudden, one of my monitors, the upper screen turns off, and my headset turns off, and everything's like, what the? And then my UPS starts to go beep, beep. You know, it's like, what is going on? The cat hit the power bar. I got this long power strip mounted to the top of my desk. It's about 4.5 feet long, and he hit the power button on it. And when he killed that, everything but what's essential on my desk turns off in the case of power outage. So one monitor and the computer stay on because of battery. And I thought it was a power outage last time. I'm sitting there going, what? So it blew my mind. I saw last night, a video series. These guys, for those of you that don't know, I'm learning now Xcode, the programming for Android Studio to do Android apps. And I'm part of a couple channels where these guys get together and talk about how they build apps. And they've got a channel, something like ours, where a bunch of these people, these ugly mugs get on. They talk about their day and they say how things are going good and what they're planning to do. And I gotta say, ours is a lot better than theirs. It's more, it's got more live. Can you imagine? You got one person on that channel over there saying, "Yep, yeah, I'm working on my project. I got to do this," and then there's dead silence for 20 seconds, and you got another guy goes, "Yeah, I got to work on that." And so ours is way better. Our channel's way better.
So what's going on with John? Where's he at?
With who?
John.
Brewer. No, he won't be on. He's at work right now. Saturdays and Sundays, Fridays and Saturdays he can be on, because it's 4 p.m. our time. Ernie, where are you located again? You're in?
I'm in Michigan, so I'm in the same time zone as you.
Okay, so for our time, it would be 1 p.m. in the afternoon, Michael's time. There's only Michael that's way out in the West Coast right now. He's like, oh, yeah, been up since 4. Hey, go ahead and start a little conversation. I'm going to go make my coffee. I need my coffee. And I will be back in a couple minutes if you guys don't mind. But please don't leave the air completely dead.
No, definitely not.
No, we'll find something to talk about.
Well, I got a question for everyone. Kind of think of little topics that are worth discussing here. And here's a question that came up on the IBO answers, and I hang out at there a little bit. And one of the questions that I put up there is, what has been your most effective advertising method?
Mine? Safe list, actually. But
Careful, you like to spill it all over my drawers. I'm going to bring up them all every day because I do.
well, my daughter decided to come and interrupt.
So you're talking basically credit-based mailers and whatnot?
Yeah, like you put out a mailer. It's more effective than traffic exchanges.
How about you, Michael?
Well, I use a bit of everything. And by the way, thank you for your sites and all that.
Oh, you're very welcome. Okay, I didn't make the connection. Your first name is up there, and I didn't make the connection with the rest. So, yeah. All right. Well, it's great to see you. Well, as I mentioned in my email too, if you need anything, just give me a shout.
For sure. I've noticed that some of your sites are really well set up and all that.
Pardon me?
They're very well set up.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, they're a little bit older scripts. Those of you that are watching this, I've given my links here before, so I'll go ahead and give them. I think, that Nelson won't mind if I put them up again. It's surfingpuzzle.com is my traffic exchange. It's a little dated. It's a little old school, but, I like old school stuff, and because of the simplicity. And the fact is, even the modern stuff's all looking alike now. So it's kind of nice to have something a little old school. My other site is trafficincomeclub.com, and my third site that Michael's involved in also is instantcommissionmania.com. And those are all sites that are geared toward marketers and people that are looking for ways to market online. Anyway, Carrie, getting back to my question and statement, I also have found that personally that I guess my opinion is it depends upon a lot upon what you're advertising or what you're promoting. You know, obviously if you're promoting, shoes or something, a physical product like shoes, mailers may not be the best thing. Traffic exchanges are definitely not going to be that good. But if you're promoting a product that people that frequent those places are going to be using or interested in using, those are the kinds of things you promote. And my experience has been the same as yours, Carrie, that when I promoted products that relate to marketing, those have always done better on safe lists and mailers, and I use them heavily. I think you're in Referral Frenzy also, aren't you?
Yes, and Referral Frenzy is a tool that I thought maybe would be beneficial if we show our members how to use it a little bit, because we now have it in our back office. After I pulled Nelson's arm a little, but
Well, I'll tell you, if someone's on here marketing, they're using safe lists or even traffic exchanges at all. That's like an essential. It's like on my top of my list. I got like 4 essentials that I rely on: Referral Frenzy, my autoresponder, whichever your choice is.
Yeah.
And Build a Business Online. I use that because of the tracking and all the other features, and it's so cheap, and it just gives you so much. And there's just a handful of things like you couldn't live without, and those are the things. And
I'm not using Build a Biz Online. Is that one? So you said there's tracking in that one?
Oh, Build a Biz Online, yeah, they have tracking, and you also have a small amount of hosting with it. You got a very basic autoresponder with it. It's $5.75 a month for the one level, and they have an upgrade you can get for $9.95, $9.97, something like that a month. But for the $5.75, which is adequate for most people, when you get all those things, you can make your own splash pages, squeeze pages. You can do all that for under $6, and
that's good.
Yeah, for $1.50, less than $1.50 a week, that's an essential.
Can we say for $1.50, please? Because you cannot get a half a buck.
Well, what we're saying is
Rachel already actually understands what I said.
No, what we're just talking about. My
competition.
No, my question. No, not really. They're a different animal.
I know. They're probably actually one of the only business building tools out there that I actually approve of.
Yeah, I love it. I've been using it for years, and I do almost all my tracking through it. But what the topic was, you were gone getting your coffee, was that I brought up the question: what is your most effective form of advertisement? And Carrie's answer was safe lists. And Michael has an answer, but he says he does a little bit of everything.
Michael does do a little bit of everything. He's a handyman, a security guard, stay-at-home dad. What else, Michael? Help me out here.
Walk the dog.
Walk the dog walker. You see?
Oh, gee.
Amen to that. I got 2 pugs, and I'm walking those little guys all the time, or feeding them.
There you go.
Yeah.
I wanted to show the group. I can't do this. I wanted to show in the video what I've been working on in Android Studio. It sounds weird to say Android Studio. It just sounds weird. But I can't put it on. Yeah, I guess I can put it on screen. Hold on a second here, guys. Keep talking. Never mind me.
You need somebody to talk. I'll always have something to say.
Say something. That's what we want you.
Ernie, we've been missing you.
Yeah, because like storing it all up, so I'm going to unload on you guys. But
that's great.
But yeah, there are essential tools, and that was another question that has come up. Has been what are your essential tools or things that you can live without? And most definitely, autoresponder is one of them. And oops, I got a pooch that's going crazy here. Autoresponder is one of them, and of course, some sort of tracking method. If you're not tracking your ads, particularly if you're using safe lists or mailers or something like that, you're losing a lot of valuable information there. So once again, that's why we build a biz online and refer to that and some sort of splash.
Referral Frenzy, yeah. Referral Frenzy has a great tool in there now too that assigns credits to some traffic exchanges.
I'll tell you that I think Referral Frenzy is just it's just so valuable. It's not to mention all the credits you get. I mean, if you're it functions as a downline builder for all these different mailers and traffic exchanges, puts credits into your account every month. I mean, it's just a really, really good program.
That's it. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I didn't have the emulator started. This is my phone. I don't have a real phone. I have to go use a phone on my computer. You guys see this?
Yep.
It's just starting. I gotta wait for Android to start. Oh, geez, it's gonna take forever.
Okay, hey Nelson, on this Android thing, are you looking to maybe make an app for Mardox
That's
for
what
that?
we're talking about. If you gotta watch our videos, Ernie. You gotta catch up, dude.
Yeah, you know, I've been kind of out of it since this issue with my mom and all that.
Oh yeah.
Then yesterday we had to take our older dog in for her dental cleaning and found out she had a growth there, and they had to remove that. So that into another thing, and that kind of tied up the whole day. And you know, so I'm out of it, but it's great to be back, see all you guys again, and great to see Michael on here. I just I didn't realize it was the same Michael I've been corresponding with these last couple.
Look right here. Look right here. Right here. Do you see this? Where my mouse is? Do you see that?
What are we looking at?
Oh,
the app. Nice.
The little Mardox icon. And it opens up right now. It's really slow. I just opened the software up. It's like dead slow. So I'm working on. I was working on different interfaces, different ways of handling the registration of the software. So it died on me. Oh, this is terrible. Presentation doesn't work. Oh. So, anyways, no, we're supposed to be able to type letters and numbers, put a proper valid key in, and this is the part that. Hold on a second here. Let's erase it. Select all. I got to do this with a key with a mouse here, and if we put in the right API key, it screams at you saying valid key. So I got that function. What we're trying to do is some people were saying it would be nice if we have an app, but nobody has to actually put in their email address or password because apps are not sending information over SSL necessarily. So what would be better is the person downloads the app. We give them an API key or an access key inside Mardox. They're told when they're ready to use the app, they plug in the key. It's a private key just for them and linked to their account. So it would be like a 16-digit number. You plug it in one time, push verify, and then your app then becomes verified, and then you can then use it. So that's what I was working on last night. But to say that I've never touched this in the last I've touched this software less than 72 hours ago. And I've already got the logo, the entry function already in, able to change the type of keyboard that displays on the screen. It's not that hard to do. It's just it takes time. So that's what's doing for that. And
looking good, coming along nicely, actually. I think you got to change the name though, so it doesn't say Math Sucks.
Yeah, well, this
I think Mardox would probably be a better name, you know.
Yeah, no. Well, we don't know the name yet. That Math Sucks. If you look at one of the previous videos, I showed what I did in a program where you put in a percentage and you put a value, and then when you push the button, it writes at the top of the screen what the percentage of say 1,000 was. 36% of 1,000 is 3,600. And it was a little applet, but it just happens that when I did the program, I copied what the guy was saying in the course, and he calls it literally Math Sucks. So I copied it that way. So yeah, I got to go in and change the name of the program.
Yeah, or you could leave it.
I mean, you've got an app that's called Mardox Math Sucks. There you go. That will be our name. Ernie, if you put if anybody puts in description during the time of these videos, puts it in, and the name that we choose a name. Give us some ideas of the name for for the app. The person who puts in the name that we like, they will get a customized Mardox mug.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Running
Wow.
contest. I got John, but now John Brewer sent in like 5 different names. But I'm sitting there going, John, you already got a cup. I guess John wants it so he has a table, a tea set up and a cup at every position. John Brewer, John Brewer, John.
Listen,
Actually, he was doing that for me. He was trying to get me a cup.
Well, I want to get you a cup, but you need to show that you're going to commit.
Yeah.
you have to understand, Nelson, that the cups, they come in sets of 4.
Well, yeah, they're going to be one at a time, unless you want to dish out like $110.
They're like $30 a cup.
Yeah. So yeah, they are like $27 to make and ship generally. Yeah. So you got like $120.
Or if you want the set of 7, one for every day.
Well, one for every day. Just call Nelson. Send Nell a text message to Nelson's number and say, gimme. Just say.
I'm a little surprised that cup made it to Germany without.
No. We use Vistaprint. It's printed in Germany. In fact, it's printed.
Oh, really?
It's printed and made about 5 blocks away from John Brewer's place.
Okay.
And it still took a week to get to him. I mean, if I would have looked at the address and I was the secretary, I would have said, "Look, guys, just give me the cup. I'll go to his door and deliver it." No, it's got to go through the mailing systems, like get mailed. But literally, if you look at the John's address and look at the company's address, they're about 5 blocks away, 10 blocks away from the printing facility. So John, Michael, you got one of the cups, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's right. Michael has one. Ernie, and me are the only ones that don't have it yet. And let's touch on that. I don't have it, even though I'm the owner of the business. I don't have one because my account has never stayed active for 6 months straight. One reason or another, programming, I always have to reset my account back, so it always gets reset back. I have not brought in 10 paid members as a free member, or have I brought in 5 paid members in the same month as a paid member. I have not, my account has not been around for a 6-month period. I've not purchased a 1-year membership, nor have I purchased a lifetime membership in my own business. So I don't qualify at all for a cup. But and then another reason why I don't have a cup, it's going to be too hard to do. It's not just my name. I got to have CEO written on the bottom.
You know, Nelson, that you had a problem with the daily bonuses, eh?
It's been fixed.
Nice. Because I got a letter also that it's been fixed.
Yeah, it's been fixed. Anybody noticing missing days in their bonuses, let me know, and we'll go in and we'll credit manually.
I sent the dates. It was 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, you did? Okay, sent it how? Where'd you send it
To the support.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go take a look at support and see what there is, but I'll get that updated for you. Not you, Ernie, not you. No, just kidding. So that's what's happening right now with the Mardox app. Not sure yet what we're going to do with the Mardox app. At first, I was thinking, here's some ideas. Like I said, I'm learning this new software because there's people that want apps made, and I figured, why don't we design our own? So I figured at least log in and see what's on the scoreboard at Mardox. How many hits, how much you earned, how many referrals, stuff like that. Okay, like pull it out of your pocket, click. Oh, look, I got my earnings today. And then I was thinking also the push notification. So the software would make a sound when you get a notification from our server saying, "Hey, you just got a new referral," or something like that. And then one person was saying maybe we should actually be able to text to our downline. Our downline show up. The software could say, "Okay, so and so is online with the app. You can text them directly." You see, so you'd be like you, and then your downline that you can message. There's been some ideas like that to build the app like that. So what do you guys think? Any ideas in terms of functionality you guys want in it?
Tell me, does Murdoch itself got a kind of an email system that says as soon as I get one, I send something up automatically to them, like "Welcome to Murdoch"?
Yeah. Well, that already exists. The auto message, personal auto message, isn't up. It is working. It's been taken down because a couple of our paid members were abusing it, and we took it down. So that's going to be a function I got to put back online for our paid members. But we got to put it up in such a way that only certain paid members get it. You know that because we got to
Why
watch.
is that? Like, I think it should be automatic for everybody.
Yeah, but some people are actually putting foul language in the message outbound. There is a message that goes out to everybody saying welcome to Mardox, the whole thing, but I think Michael was saying that you to have his own personal message on top of that one going out. Hi, I'm Michael. Welcome to the group. If you need me, you can contact me. Blah blah blah. But some of the even the paid members were putting foul language in there and stuff and promoting stuff that we didn't want to promote, like adult links and stuff like that. So that's why we took that out right away. It was in 3 days that started to happen. So we took it back down, but we could put it back up. But we're gonna have to watch who gets access to it.
No, because it would be.
Being able to mail your downline is taken out.
No, not that. The auto message, the first autoresponder that goes out from you.
Oh, well, I don't understand how they could mess with that.
Because you put your own message in.
Oh,
Hi, I'm
okay.
Carrie. I've got a big.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah,
Okay.
please come visit my site on Pornhub.
Why would somebody mess with that? That's
I don't
really.
know. I don't know, but some people promote Pornhub and they think it's a great way to make money, and it is. It's a lot of money in there. But we don't want to promote any adult stuff or gambling. I don't want to promote anything gambling to anybody. I think gambling is a really bad way to go. Personally, myself, I'm kicked out of many casinos because I count cards. But yeah, they don't like me. But the later on in my life, I realized casinos are only feeding people's addictions that people can't get out of, and it's a constant. Hey, I'm right here. You can spend money with me, and I can guarantee you won't get nothing back, and you're going to lose your home. And so because of that, I don't want casino sites, gambling sites, stuff like that. Really, especially adult-related sites. They can keep those out of the network. Make sense?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yesterday, little thing. I was just looking at my cell phone. I tried to get a hold of a person trying to sell a 2007 Chevy Silverado. I was contacting a person for a friend of mine who speaks only French, so I was contacting this person in English. Called the phone 3-4 times, finally got a text message, and the person said in the text message, if you're the one trying to get a hold of me for the Silverado, for the Avalanche, you're gonna have to email me at this email, and we'll deal with the sale of the vehicle. So I wrote back in an email. I need some criteria. We're not even going to negotiate the price. I need the final price. Who we're going to write the bank draft to. We need to what time we can go see the vehicle at, and the address so we can go see the truck. And then I get a beautiful email back. I'm living in the UK. The vehicle can be delivered to your address at any time. I just currently went through a divorce and an operation, but so I'm unable to travel at this time. But you can always send the money to my account at eBay. They'll hold on to the money while I'll get the vehicle delivered to your place. You can then test it, try it, and once you like it, eBay will release the funds to me. Listen, people, everyone watching this video, that's a scam. It's a scam on so many levels. One, eBay does not have an escrow service. They do not take money and hold on to money. They don't do that. Okay. If you're gonna buy something like a vehicle online, do not deal with it over email. If you have to send email, get them to send you the address so you can go see the item. Even if it's 4 days away, go travel there, go see it. Make sure that especially if it's a vehicle, make sure the vehicle's on the road. It does not need to go through inspection before being registered, because otherwise you're going to be stuck for about a week waiting for it. And if it does have to go through inspection, do not pay for the vehicle. Make sure it goes through inspection first, because once you bought it, you send it through inspection. The inspectors say no. You're stuck with it. You got a lump of junk for $4,700, for example, right? But if somebody does not want to talk to you on phone, does not want to give you the address to go see the item, and if it's not just a car but an expensive item, be careful of these people. They're still pulling these scams, and even I got pulled into it. I spent 2 hours trying to deal with this person. Once that final email came in, that triggered it right there. Bang, it's a scam. But there's...
Well, who would buy a car on sight unseen and send money? Like, that's stupid.
Well, the idea was, what they're trying to say is that eBay will hold the money, they send the car, and then when you okay it, then the money's released. It's called an escrow account.
No way.
It's called an escrow account. It is very common. You can do that for cars. You can go to a bank and say, I want to put the money in the bank account. It's an escrow account. You then get, there's a contract. The item is then sent. Once you okay it, or like in my case, I do programming, say for $10,000. The person puts the money in the account, I do the programming, and then when I say it's done, the client then says to the bank, yes, the work is done, I'm satisfied, then the money's released. You see? But that's dealt with the bank, not with eBay. eBay is not a financial institution. But I'm seeing this yesterday. I'm seeing more and more of these things. People are using the word like eBay, PayPal. These companies don't do that kind of thing, especially PayPal. PayPal is strictly... Why would PayPal get involved in your sale? You know, it basically you send the money, it's gone. Or better yet, it's going to be $4,700 plus shipping and handling. But if you don't like it, I'll send you back your full amount minus shipping and handling. Right? Shipping and handling is $1,000.
Wow. So I'm sitting here right now filling in the downline builder in Mardox because you've added whole bunch of sites here that I didn't know you had in here.
2 months ago?
Yes, like I should be looking at this.
Yes.
And I was thinking that our members should be doing this.
Yep.
Make sure you go in and fill in your downline.
Well, Mike and Ernie, I know are supposed to be doing that, right, guys? You guys take care of that stuff, right? I know Mike does.
Yeah, I've been back into that downline builder. It's been a few days now, you know, like I've been away from everything for a few days. But yeah, I try to keep it updated with the programs I'm in. And, you know, I think that's one of those things that if you're going to join a safe list, a mailer, or a traffic exchange, or Mardox, anything with a downline builder, you know, that's, you know, you never know when you're going to get a commission or a sign up or even, you know, or even just credits from a person's activity. So fill them out, you know. I mean, that's one of those things where if you neglect that, it's almost like leaving money or at the very least traffic on the table.
Yeah, it's like the lottery. You look at the lottery ticket and you think to yourself, geez, if I buy the lottery ticket, it's $2. Oh, but if I win, it's $20 million. It's almost like that, but it's a lot more secure. If you don't fill in the downline builder, you don't go and create those accounts and then come back.
Some of the sites I've never heard of.
Yeah, but if you don't do the entry of the information, you're guaranteed not to make anything. If you put your information in, you're bound to make something. You got more chances of making money this way than you do at the lottery.
You know, it's like Michael Jordan that said you make 100% of the shots you don't take.
No.
It's all in your mind.
Yeah.
You always take advantage of every opportunity to make sure that you're
While we're on the discussion of famous quotes, I'm going to put one on the website, and it's going to say something along the lines of, have a good day, and please remember to suck at failing and to fail at sucking. I don't know how many people are going to look at that phrase and go, oh my God. And it's
but not Mardox members.
No, none of our members. No, our members are smart. They're intelligent people. I did that to my daughter once. I don't know if I said it in the thing, but the story goes, she came up to me, she had a paper, she showed it to me, she had 100%, and I said, oh, Sandra, you suck at failing and you fail at sucking. And I kept a straight face. Like,
so, what's the site? Diaz ablaze with traffic.
Oh, Carrie, their sites. I don't know. Go check it out. If they're in there, they're half good. They're half good, because the only good one there was Speedy Hits, and that's gone.
All right.
So my daughter runs over to my wife and tells my wife what I said. She said, "Could you take a second and listen to what he actually said?" And then my daughter, about 8 years old, turns around and screams her head off the top of her lungs, "Dad!" When she realized, hey, wait a minute, he gave me a compliment, but it's kind of twisted and backwards and had to make me think.
But it doesn't take too long on this chat, you get kind of acclimated to Nelson speak, And once you learn the Nelson speak language, you know,
Yeah.
oh, good. We got you figured out, buddy.
Yeah, the only difference between me and you, Ernie, is I got papers that show that I'm insane.
Yeah.
And I don't know, guys, but I think my wife is putting something in the coffee every morning. Pretty sure of it.
Have her ship a little of it down to Michigan, if you would.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's the secret. I should be putting stuff in his coffee. Thank you for the tip.
Yeah, that Michigan water is pretty hard, huh?
Oh my gosh.
Depending on the day, they give you different meds.
Yeah.
So are any of you guys going to be on tomorrow? Because I'm not here tomorrow. And I also need somebody to do the call with him.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know for tomorrow. I don't know because there's so much going on. Today's not bad. It started to rain. I thought today was gonna be a sunny day. I managed to get the fridge, the stove, fridge, stove, all the dressers, the freezer. Basically, almost everything in my shed moved yesterday in 3 trips using a Ford Ranger. And
Wow.
at the last trip, we almost looked like the
Beverly Hillbillies truck, right?
What's the name of the family?
Yeah.
Tina, what's the name of the family? The Hillbillies. Beverly Hillbillies.
Clampett.
Yeah, that's it. The Clampets.
Yeah, the Clampets, yeah.
Yeah, you know, they got their truck and everything's tied on. and I'm a fanatic for putting straps on. I'll put a strap across the big stuff, and I got little straps strapping everything together. You're not making any sense, but it's solid. But when you look at us going down the road, the last load I had 8 straps on,
Wow.
and it was make sure nothing is going to move. You know, and the worst thing. Let's face it. You're driving down the road, and the guy loses his load in front of you. Isn't that a day killer right there? You know, freaks you out because you almost run into something, right? And then you got to come to a stop on a highway because stuff is all over the highway. And it was
Yeah.
Listen, I was driving my patrol car and a ladder fell off. An 8-foot ladder just came straight at me.
Oh.
Did it hit the car?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that probably went right through the windshield.
No, it missed. I think events of driving and all that.
Oh geez. Oh wow. Hey. Wow.
The guy behind me was freaking out.
Yeah. I was driving down the road once with my F350. The truck in front of me had the styrofoam stuff in it, and I'll tell you in a second why I was behind that truck. A piece of styrofoam, this is like 3 foot long sheet of styrofoam, came out of the back of this dump truck, flew back, hit my windshield, and cracked the top of the windshield. You would think styrofoam can't do anything, but when you're traveling 120 kilometers an hour, which is about 90 American, I think, that styrofoam is a stone, and it has weight to it. I was doing pool installations, like a lot of people know. I was into pool installations, and our dump truck had all the tools and stuff, and we had one extra long piece of this curved-like styrofoam that we put under the walls of the pools. We had one extra piece, and one of the guys shoved it between this bar and the front of the box, but it was at the top of the styrofoam, was above the cab, so it was, it was flapping in the wind. Well, the wind finally caught it and out, hit my windshield behind me, and cracked the top of the windshield.
Oh.
Styrofoam. Think about it. That's not. The thing might weigh 2 pounds and all. The whole thing, but it's the way it hit. It didn't hit flat. It hit on the edge, one of the ends, and like I said, 120 kilometers an hour going down the highway, plus the wind pushing backwards. Probably hit about 130. Yeah, it was that you can kill somebody even with styrofoam. Can you imagine if that was a sheet of plywood or like Michael says, a ladder? Hey. Tie down your loads, people. And if you're not sure, double check. It's important.
Yeah, for sure. Wow.
Me, it happened. I was driving down the road, and my daughter went, oh! And the guy's trailer fell apart. It was the sides broke, and everything in the trailer just dumped all over the highway. And it just happened to be that we're on a curve, and everything dumped into the curve. No, it was going the other way, yeah. Everything dumped outside the trailer and into the highway. And oh my God, he hit the brakes, and you're seeing fridges and stoves, I was like, oh. And shrapnel, all the little parts that come off this stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
One of the things that gets to me are the semis when they blow their tires. You see these steel belted tires, just pieces flying all over and stuff, and I ran over one square. There's no way to get around it, so I just hit it square on. and tore up the bottom of my car one time doing that. And it's like, these guys, I've driven truck in the past, and you're not supposed to drive a truck like that, okay? But there's just not enough monitoring of what goes on the highway, especially here in Michigan. I don't know if it's the same way in Canada, but these things are splitting tires, in the summertime especially, they're splitting tires left and right, And we just drive down this little stretch of highway every day. It's about 6 miles. And every day on that highway, every day, there's in the summertime, there's broken tires all over. And when those things let loose, they could easily kill someone. As a matter of fact, they have killed people in this state.
Oh yeah. Here in Canada, we've got the little green people. Now, I drive a pickup truck with a plow on the front in the wintertime, and those little green, we call them the green guys. They're the federal highway patrol, if you want. They're not the police, but they police the vehicles. Because I have a business license plate on and I'm driving with a plow, they pull me over on a regular basis to see if everything's okay, if it's strapped on, connected, any broken welds. They'll weigh my vehicle to make sure that my plow's not too heavy for my front end for the class of truck that I got. They'll check that my lights have the right luminosity up to, 'cause I have to have a light bar on top. They're sticklers, and they have pulled over pickups and said, and they do semis too, but they pull over pickups and say, nope, your plow's no good, get a tow truck, because of a weld, or they're too far out, or a modification's not right. They're real sticklers. Here in Canada, the highways are really safe, but 60 tons times, that's 2,200 pounds. So that's 132,000 pounds. Let's divide that by, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 8 wheels on back, right? Now I'm going to divide that by 2 again, because half the load is in the front tires on the rig. So on every tire, there's 8,250 pounds on every tire. I mean, there's my math, people. I didn't do it with an app, okay?
Wow.
So there's 8,250 pounds of pressure of weight on every one of those wheels. So those are really, really tough tires. If you hit that, it's going to damage your car for sure. And they're deadly. If that flies at you, one of those tires weighs, I think, like 200 or 300 pounds. I've seen them change it on the 6-wheeler when I was doing the pools. And they got a specialized machine that comes in and grabs the tire, pulls it off, sets it down to do all the work, then it comes in, grabs a new tire, and puts it back on. It's all hydraulic. Nobody lifts those in place anymore. So it's quite the thing.
So right now it's deer season in Michigan, so we'll have a lot of deer strikes too.
I'm hiding. I'm hiding everywhere. It's deer season.
yeah, I get it.
And for those of you that don't get it, my last name is Buck.
Yeah.
Say it again.
He's the deer.
Yeah, Buck. Get it?
Yeah, he's the big buck there.
Does it look better? Ring a bell?
So, but anyway, we've already had our first shootings, accidental shootings and everything. It's not 24 hours into the season, and usually within a few hours you get those.
Aren't those called home invasions?
Well, in Michigan, what can I say?
Jesus.
This guy was on his farm. I believe he was on his farm or whatever, but he's staying in the back of his truck doing some work, and a bullet come out of the fields nearby his farm, went right through his legs, both legs. It's like, this kind of thing. It's like, come on, people. These things. When you fire a bullet, that'll travel for what, a mile, 2 miles?
Oh yeah, depending upon
what you're shooting. But it's like, come on, people think.
Yeah, when you pull the trigger, it doesn't just stop. It goes and goes and goes. The guy's lucky if he hit his legs. He's lucky. He could have hit him the head, the chest, the head. That's it. No gun. Here we've got woods that are dedicated for hunting. Nobody can live within, I think, 5 miles around those areas, and they're dedicated hunting regions. But the problem with that is now you're getting so many people wanting to hunt in those same areas. You're going to start. You're walking into the line of fire of other people pointing their gun, potentially able to shoot you.
Yeah, but don't forget, Nelson, they have lotteries now, so they really limited the amount of people and all that.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say because if you get 100 people in the same woods, and again you point a gun, you can't see a mile. If that bullet does not hit anything, and you're in that line of sight, you're gonna get nailed.
Oh, no, they're very strict with hunting and all that.
Yeah, yeah. I
Depends the
don't
game
personally. I
you're
don't
going
hunt.
to.
I saw my the first time I saw my uncle put down a cow because we were going to slaughter the cow, which is we did when I was a kid. I never liked the idea of shooting an animal.
Mm.
Never liked it. I think it was presented to me the wrong way. It was like, hey, yeah, we're going to bring the cow to the other barn, and no one said what was going to happen. Suddenly, my uncle was holding a gun, and then he shot the cow in the head. Right in the forehead. It's humane. It's down. It's out. But it's as a kid, I was like 8 years old, 9 years old, and I'm sitting there going, oh my god, And I think it traumatized me. So when they talk about hunting, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Poor animal. But I'm an animal lover. I mean, I got a dog.
Today there's no need to go hunting for any big games or anything like
No,
that. I
there's
mean,
not. There's not. I don't think there is.
there's no need for that.
No. And the
I
one
mean,
You know,
you still
and the,
have,
pe-
you
and the
still
people
have
that
to
say and the people that say that we have to hunt, otherwise the animals will get out of control. Bull. Because if human beings are not on this planet, life will still go on.
No, but there has to be a control of some animals, and that's why they give only licenses to certain people
Yes, but
and permits.
again, if us humans didn't exist on this planet, if we remained primates, we had no knowledge of any of this technology or guns or anything. We're still in the trees. Life
You
would
still
still
be
go
hunting.
on. Life would still go on, and species would regulate themselves.
Yeah, but you still be hunting. If you're a human, if you're a humanoid, you still be hunting.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
stones,
yeah. I know,
with
but it would
wood.
be because we have to survive, not because, again, we would be primates, not
That's
thinking like we are
that's
now.
that's the magic words. It's survival.
Yeah, that's it.
Like I say, no need unless you are living out in the bush.
Yeah,
You're a hunter yourself,
that's it.
and that's your resource.
Yeah.
But otherwise, there's no need for
No, there's
the
no need for it.
hunting.
And I get upset at people who hunt just for the act of hunting. They come home, they have the animal gutted and stuffed. The rest goes to waste, apparently. You know, you catch a bear. What do you do with all the meat of the bear? I'm hoping a butcher gets the bear and then does something with it. Or a deer. But somebody I've seen the people come home with just the head in the trailer. What happened to the rest of the animal?
yeah.
Oh, no. The real hunters, they'll cut it up and all that. These guys go up, once a year or every 2 years, and they put it in their freezers.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, there's a lot of that here in Michigan. The vast majority of them. They even have a program here in Michigan where you can donate that deer if you're just out for the sport. You can donate the deer to people that are needy, and the meat will go to them.
Oh,
And
cool.
that's a relatively new program here. And personally, I don't have a thing against hunting. I can't do it. I tried it when I was a kid, and I'm just too soft-hearted. I just love, like you, Nelson. I just love animals. I
You
love
look-
to
you
see
look
them
at
in their
the-
beauty.
Look,
But
God gave animals cute furry faces because just so we don't have the temptation to blow their heads off.
But my father-in-law is a great example of a beautiful hunter. I mean, a great hunter. I mean, this guy, he's got like 80 acres, mostly wooded in northern Michigan, and just a beautiful plot. But he does all his hunting on his own land like that. But he has a blind setup that's like permanent year round, and he'll go out there with a big thermos of coffee and just sit in that blind, just watch the deer.
Oh yeah,
And
that's the other thing I can't do. Is
he
just
just
sit
has such a compassion for these animals. He will never shoot obviously when he has his doe permit, he'll never shoot a doe or that has, fawns. He will never, and he only takes what he needs. He has a great respect and love. And I think that was it last year or whatever. He wouldn't even shoot the buck that he had been watching because he just felt so close to it,
Yeah.
But he's one of those hunters, and he has a great respect. And it's never about waste. It's never about just the sport. It's not about killing,
Right.
And but personally, I have a hard time with it. I'm not a vegetarian. I will eat meat and everything else, but I personally don't like to see life stop.
Yeah,
like that.
you're like me. Here's a steak. Here's a bunch of cows, but you don't make the connection that the steak comes from the cows. This came out of a package at Costco. This is a cute animal on the farm, even if it is dumb.
Listen, Nelson. Hey, you're still going hunting for your food here.
Oh yeah, I know.
Sounds super
I know
clear.
that.
And there,
Here,
and there are certain humane
Yeah.
ways of, killing animals in certain
Yeah.
ways that are just plain cruel and take their,
Yeah.
and
Here there is a place that I know of that if you catch a deer, the butchers will take the meat, but there's another place that takes the fur. So they'll utilize the fur. They'll pay you for the fur, and the fur will go towards whatever they use furs for. But it's pretty neat that there are organizations that will, if you're smart, you can distribute the leftovers of this animal that you're taking the meat, but all the rest of it can go to go to use. Even the bones are now there's businesses that will ground up the bones and they're put into I believe they call it bone meal actually.
well, we could take a lesson from our native North Americans here. They back in the day, they basically used every part of everything they took from the land, and they respected it.
Yeah.
And these animals, every part would be used: the skins, the bones, everything they could use was used,
Yeah.
and there was no waste because they did have a respect for living creatures. They felt a kinship to them, but that it was never our intention to just pillage our land or our animals. The intention's always been to live harmoniously with them, and when we utilize them, be respectful of how we do it. And
I read the journals of one time when I was younger of one of the pioneers coming to Canada, to North America, and one of the journal entries said that we should learn from these people, and one of the lessons, this is quote, one of the lessons I learned of today is that the natives never urinate near bodies of water. And in his entry, he mentioned that where he came from, people will urinate along the side of a river because he came from England, right? It's like these people knew not to pee where they drink. And we got to go back to basics as a population. We got to get back to basics and really look at what they used to do, because the natives were really intelligent relative to us. We were the idiots.
Don't forget, Austin Nelson. Don't forget, in Quebec they had the dodo bird, which totally vanished because it was overhunted to make tortilla.
Yeah, wait, hold on a second. Do I look gullible? There really was a dodo bird?
A dodo bird. That's what it was called.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Oh, there's a lot of animals that went extinct. I mean, the 1800s, the early 1900s, we just massacred so many species. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad. It's really sad. Then we have Carrie, who just sits there.
You can't put all hunters in the same boat.
Carrie is a very unique species. She just sits there, and cats are like gravitate to her.
This one in particular, yes.
Yeah, that's her kitty. There you go.
It's my son's cat, but he doesn't want to take her with him to school. So.
No, that'd be hard on the cat.
So I get the kitty now. So he's not allowed to take her now because I'm attached.
That's it.
It's like, well, you gave me your cat.
That's it. Oh, Carrie's. I just got your smiley face, Carrie, on Skype. Yeah. So no, that's it. No, it's true. So hunting is an interesting topic for a site that does marketing. So it all started out because one person got shot, and my last name happens to be Buck. That's an interesting topic. I got to put on hunting sites and how to utilize your kill efficiently in the description below. I'm gonna have to put links to sites.
Oh, see, she doesn't even want me to use my mouse. She's laying on my hand.
Oh, my cat. Tigger walks across my desk when I'm working, and it sits right here beside my keyboard, and it's like, I'm here now.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. If I pet him, he's up and gone. He's like, forget this, I'm out of here. He just wants to sit there. He just wants to occupy that space.
Yeah.
Jeez.
This one's very needy.
Yeah. And then there's my dog. He's extremely needy.
So did you say that Ernie is looking after this downline builder, adding things?
No. I said that those two are always going into it. That's how I find out when a site is dead or something. They go into it and they say, Nelson, that's dead. That's not working. This is closed.
Oh, okay. Because there's a whole lot in here I didn't know about.
Yeah, well, I'm putting stuff in because people request it. But like I said,
Well, a lot of good sites are in here that I use, so it's like, oh wow.
well, that's what I was telling. That's what I was telling you a couple of months ago. Was I was getting literally requests every day, and then we had to say, okay, whoa, you got to be a paid member to suggest stuff from now on. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
You know.
What I find sometimes is that we have to experiment with some of these sites before putting them up. Like I've tested quite a few and all that, and some of them they just don't do anything, whether they're traffic exchange or mailers.
Yeah, they're just sites. They're just occupying a space.
Very selective.
Yeah.
You know, because it's nice to be on 300 or 400 or 500. You know, whether a traffic.
No, but they're useless. If they're useless,
so
they're no
most
good.
of them, you really have to pick and choose really, and really experiment with them.
Yeah, some of them on the beginning of the list I haven't even heard of before, and a lot of the good ones are down below. You may want to.
Because we're adding the stuff to the top of the list to give them a chance to be seen. Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, there's another problem there too, Carrie, is that there's multiple circles of traffic exchanges. You're part of one circle. These are probably parts of other circles or independent sites that they're not part of any circle. A lot of website owners don't belong to a group or a network, or they're just okay. I'm going to start a site like ours, Caveman Web. We were never part of an association of any traffic exchange site or anything like that. We were a standalone, which we will bring back one day, very time soon, because we keep adding to it, making it better. We are going to change the world of traffic exchanges. You watch.
I'd like to get an opinion here. Anybody using any of the traffic co-ops, and if so, which ones do you like best?
Actually, I just started using the downliner, and I like it.
The downliner?
The downliner. Yeah.
Is that the domain name or?
It's called thedownliner.com. Yeah, that's the domain name. I'll give you my referral link if you want it. So basically what it does is it even has like a social media thing, text ads, banner ads, and you advertise the downliner, and then it gives you a view for every time it's viewed, and then it puts you out over 130 sites instead of you just advertising on one. You know what I mean? Like you can advertise on whatever, like if you're doing traffic exchanges and you're doing like 10 of them and you put this site in there, it's gonna, instead of only being seen on 10, you're gonna be seen on 130.
Yeah, but again, it's another circle. It's another circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why it's called a co-op. I call them circles, or it's a co-op, yeah. So there's a bunch of websites that are associated to that group, and you can promote on that group.
Yeah, but I mean, it does get you out there in more places.
Understood. But that's what I was saying before, is that when you're saying that your sites in our list that you don't know about, is because you're part of a circle, and those are parts of other circles.
Yeah.
So not every traffic exchange is in the same circle.
Okay.
You see, so this downliner is another circle. Something like your what's the other one? TE browser. What's it called? No. What's the other one you use, Carrie? The one that the software you use there.
Referral Frenzy.
Referral Frenzy. That's another one. But Referral Frenzy, when you set up a traffic exchange, you got to use the Referral Frenzy code and software to be part of their group, because their systems interact.
I was using TEJV for a long time, one of Brian Jones' sites, and that works very similar. And there are a number of them out there, Legacy Co-op, what do they call it? Legacy Team Co-op. There's a lot of them out there. I guess a lot of it has to do with the membership and how active they are too, and also whether you decide if you're going to upgrade and get credits in it, or whether you're going to be placing that cooperative link on all the traffic exchanges that you're around.
Ernie,
you gotta have a load of credits to do that.
Ernie, when you said you use TEJV, what's the website for that? Because when I type it in, it comes back with
it's te-jv.com.
Okay, because TEJV.com is up for development if you want to buy it.
No, that's te-jv.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's got a
and
big pie chart in the middle there. Yeah.
I'm a fan of Brian Jones. I like his stuff. He's a good guy to interact with, work with. He's always done right by me, and
Yeah.
I
I've never heard of that one, actually.
oh he's it was more. I think it was a little more hot when it, like most things when it first launched, but it's still active, and it's still still a good resource.
Oh, I
What
am
was that other
remembering.
one I'm thinking of too? It's Co-op MG.
Yeah, okay, that's another point there too, Kerry. A lot of people sign up to this stuff and go, "I never heard of this," and then they go log in and say, "Oh, I am a member."
Yeah, which happens to me all the time.
Yeah, I had a person the other day receive a message from us on Skype. He goes, "Who are you?" And I said, "Well, you're a member at Mardox." And they said, "I never signed up over there." So I said, "Well, what would be your email address?" And they gave me an email address. I said, "Yes, you signed up on this date at this time." It's almost 2 years ago. But it's like, yeah,
Wow.
you are a member. And the person goes, "I don't remember signing up to that." It's like our brains are unreliable. How many pages, Kerry, do you look at in a day?
Lots.
So you can't remember everything, right?
I know.
Michael's going to leave this chat soon, and by lunch his time, he's going to be like, "I don't remember being that site. What's this Mardox they speak of?" The reason for that
I'm
is
pretty
Michael
sure
might be
he'll
going to
remember.
sleep, or is Michael waking up? I can't tell.
Yeah, what I find the hardest really is to organize myself. I mean, I got so much crap going. Even no matter
Yeah.
which way I cut it down, it's very difficult to hit every site.
Yeah.
Very, very
It
difficult.
is.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that, Michael. The thing with me is I've gotten where I'm kind of slowing down on some of the other sites I'm in and focusing on the ones that are listed in Referral Frenzy because I got credits coming into those.
Yeah,
So as long
exactly.
as I got credits coming into those are the ones I probably want to focus a little more on as far as promoting and whatnot if I'm going to promote at all the traffic exchange industry.
Yeah.
Right.
But
right.
things have gotten so crazy now. Now everybody's kind of shifting over to Payza, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But with the whole transition, a big part of what I did in this business and do in this business is traffic and tools. That's kind of what my specialty is. But wow, I'll tell you, my business has taken a hit through all this transition because a lot of people haven't transferred over to Payza yet. They've let their subscriptions lapse or their so it's gotten pretty crazy, this whole traffic and tools business.
Well,
Traffic.
right now it seems that the whole industry is a standstill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only the big ones. You'll notice it's only the big ones, the one that has really, 4 or 5 or 10 sites that are staying alive. All the small ones, they seem to be dying off.
Well, it is a Payza thing. I'm a programmer, so I don't have to put the money into the converting over. But if one person did come to me and said, "Can you do the coding for us to get Payza up online?" And I told them, I said, "Make sure your Payza account, your business account, not your personal, is 100% up to date, secured, verified, everything." They said they'll get back to me. And I also told them the price. I said, "I need to see $500 deposited in my Payza account as a security for me to get started." And I said the ultimate price is going to be $1,000. And that's to make it so that their system would act just like PayPal. Person goes in, clicks, "I want to buy 10,000 credits," goes to Payza. The payment process goes through, comes back, and goes, "Ka-ching, you've got 1,000 credits, off you go." It's called programming the IPN. But they wanted very specific, and I said, "If you want to use a generic one, I can charge you a flat rate, $500 to do it." They want a very specific emails that go out and the way their database works. So I said I raised the price, and they never got back to me. And unfortunately, that website today, right now, is not online. And I think it's because they don't have the money for it. There's programming fees, and there's testing involved. There's to set up Mardox took me about 2 weeks, I think, and I was trying to get everything organized and figured out. And I'm still not done. I got to get the automatic payment system to pay out automatically, which we came into a snafu with Payza. So, but I mean, there's a lot involved, and a lot of websites don't have that kind of money, and programmers they don't charge piddly squat. I mean, $500, if you look at it, it's $50 an hour for 10 hours of work. Okay, most programmers are charging between $75 an hour and $150 an hour. And
Wow.
And the reason for that is, once the work is done, why on earth are you going to come back to us? once your site's up and running, you got no reason to spend more money with us. So we got to charge the price that's needed, and you got to pay the price that somebody can charge. Don't go out and spend $10 an hour to somebody that you don't know or don't trust, because they got access to your Payza account when they do this. So there's a lot involved there. You want to make sure the person's messing around with your testing and setup and verification. You want to make sure they're not going to go in and steal your account that has, I don't know, $5,000 in it. You got to trust that person that they're not going to mess around with that money. But I think the traffic exchanges, the small ones, they're trying to be present. They're paying for hosting. They're doing what needs to be done, but they don't have the big dollars to change over, and that's why a lot of them are dying. The bigger ones, like you said, Mike, I think those are the ones also, if you look carefully, they also accept a Visa MasterCard directly, not just Payza, but you can pay directly with your Visa or MasterCard, which means that they've gone so far as to have their own merchant account. So they do their own merchant processing. So there's that too, But on that topic, I noticed something the other day. MasterCard does not allow payments for products or websites that don't necessarily provide a product or service. I got to get the terms and conditions that I saw when I set it up for AuthorizeNet, and there's a long list of things that we're not allowed to sell through MasterCard anymore, and includes anything that resembles a virtual currency, including credits, beans. They wrote out credits, beans, clicks, PPC services. They want nothing to do with that, including SEO.
Really?
SEO companies, corporate companies that will do your SEO. They're catching on. A lot of those SEO providers are major scams. Hey,
Yeah.
Mike,
Yeah.
I'll take your website and I'll get you listed #1 in Google. Brand new site, right? You're Michael Costra, right? Give me 72 hours. 72 hours later, I come back, I talk to you. Hey, Michael, go into Google, go type in Michael Costra. Look, you're #1. A lot of people don't understand that. Why would anybody go in and type in Michael Costra as a keyword?
They wouldn't.
That's it. But you're #1. And when I go to the merchant company, he types in his name, he's #1. Right? It's a scam. Literally, it's a scam. It's a play on words. And that's why the card companies are now saying, no more SEO, no more SEO. Also, I can get you listed for the word, say, marketing in Google, #1. Sorry. I can get you listed. But if you're going to be listed there 3-4 hours from now, that I can't guarantee. Because somebody else, it's always updating, right? So, yeah, you saw it, but a week later you're not there anymore. Then you say, I want my money back because I paid to have it there, and I was only there for a few hours. You see? So now you want your money back. I think that's what's going on there. But I'm wondering now if PayPal is being pushed by these bigger, these card companies saying, hey, get rid of all this stuff. Because of card company stipulations also. Especially MasterCard. I mean, who wants to lose MasterCard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The payment is very limited now for online business. I think
I'm still trying to get it set up so we can sell our e-documents and stuff through Mardox. I can't wait to get that set up. If anybody out there wants to help pay for the funding to set it up, call me.
Yeah.
There's an investor program set up, and if anybody wants to get in, they could be making potentially one investor could be making 30 cents for every single transaction for life. For life. If we're online and processing for 20 years, you're going to make 30 cents per transaction for 20 years. And but it's the catch there is we need the $8,000 to $10,000 US to get the platform set up. That's legal papers, corporate entities, banking licenses, permits. It's more of a permit, stuff like that. So there's legal documents that need to be set up, and it costs a lot of money with lawyers and stuff. Once we got it set up, we can do our own processing, just like Payza on PayPal.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be way better.
You know what? It's after 10.
Oh no, it's after 10. It's the end of the world.
Yay!
Oh, it's only 8 minutes past, Carrie. The end of the world comes in another 8 minutes.
Hey, listen, it's 7:15 in the morning. I still have time.
Oh, wow.
There you go. It's still dark at his place. Look how dark it is at his place. And then you got Ernie. I think Ernie lights up with floodlights. I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Either that, or you got a window right beside you.
Actually, I just have a small lamp on by my desk, but for whatever reason, this particular camera picks up lighting pretty well.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Tomorrow, I will light up. I will light up with one of these guys. It's what we use in the studio for our lighting rig. These ones are 500 watt bulbs each one, and I tell you, when you light 2 or 3 of these up in a room. Hold on a second here. When you light up 2 or 3 of these in a room, I mean these are huge bulbs. I don't know if you guys can see this. 500 watt bulbs. You put 4 of these on, you got 2,000 watts of lighting. You start to sweat in front of the camera. I mean it's incredible. So that's one of our lights. I'll hook it up tomorrow and point it at my face.
So are we gonna meet on Friday at 4, or are we gonna do Friday at 9?
Friday and Saturday are at 4 p.m. We just lost. Carrie asked a question and left. Bye, Carrie. Okay, well, we answered the question anyways for everybody out there. And no, it's Fridays and Saturdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys want, do you guys want to continue? We'll wrap up this this video. And if you guys want to stay on, we can talk after if you want. We can do what we talk about behind people's backs, or no, we can talk behind their monitors. Sound like an idea?
Sounds good.
Hold on a sec. Don't leave or anything. Okay, so this was a daily live chat for November 16th, 2016. I'm Nelson Buck. We had Carrie Foster. We had Michael Kostra. And Ernie. Ernie, what's your last name?
Eating.
Geeden?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. It came from his own mouth, so he knows. He's a pro when it comes to that. Tomorrow we may or may not be here. We're not sure. Depends on who's going to show up. I don't know if you guys want to show up tomorrow morning or not.
I won't probably be available. Yeah, because yeah.
Yeah, I don't think tomorrow's going to be feasible. I don't think so, unless Michael wants to show up.
No, I'm working in the afternoon.
Yeah. Okay, we'll skip tomorrow. So the next time we'll show up will be on Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So go on Google, type in what time is it when it's 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and hopefully it knows your time zone and tells you what time it is. And we'll see you guys then, and we'll have some more topics. Fridays and Saturdays are excuse me. Fridays and Saturdays are open chat. We talk about anything, basically like we did today. Who knows? I think this whole chat thing might just become open chat and talk about anything and everything. And today was hunting and God knows what. So we'll see you guys on Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys have a good one.